You
I'm
know,
I'm
to
all the way.
the when I started, probably like 16, 17 years ago, in the soul business, it was not that far yet, so it's good to see that, everything is kind of spreading out for the soul market. We didn't, do too many shows over there in the Carolinas, you know,
Okay.
and so that's a good thing, man, to have people coming in, from all different parts of the South and, Chicago and stuff. That's gonna be a big blessing for us here in Meridian, Mississippi, to have you guys.
Okay. Well, PLP Network presents Bread Magazine with our special guest, Mr. Russell. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
Okay, well, my name is King Russell. I'm a Southern Soul and R&B artist from Meridian, Mississippi. I've been doing music pretty much all my life. I got my start in the church when I was about 7 years old. My father had a quartet gospel group. We went all over the world, traveled. When I became a teenager, I met a guy named Carl Marshall from New Orleans, who was a big producer, songwriter, and I got on his team, and we worked together, and I was able to write a hit song for him called "Good Loving to Make You Cry," and it took us all over the world in the soul business. I done worked pretty much with everybody, guys like Sir Charles, Jim Floyd, you name it, man. We pretty much done, work and, kind of did stuff behind the scenes in the production market. So we just, grateful and thanking God that we're still here in the game, and we able to reach out to people like you guys in different places that, don't know about us. We
Yes,
thank God for that opportunity.
that's definitely true. I'm working with them on some different stuff. As far as, making sure the Instagram page is good, making sure the Facebook page is good, making sure the YouTube stuff is good, so you can get everything in place so people can find out who you are and what you got going. And then people want to like invest money, towards the next one or put money behind the actual event. You know what I'm saying? So just pretty much just making sure that everything is in place and in order. Definitely glad to have you on the show. Has the pandemic affected you at all, or has it made you better?
Well, I can say the pandemic, it kind of been a blessing for me. God was able to kind of slow me down. I have a couple of more businesses that I own to, what I'm saying, to be able to, focus on my music, you know what I mean, and my goals that I had in front of me. So, the pandemic was a blessing for us because we haven't stopped. I mean, we doing shows pretty much every weekend doing this. So I'm lucky to be able to work during this time. Just thankful to God for that because I know a lot of artists, they sitting at home and they trying to figure out how, they can make ends meet with this thing, and it's been hard. It's been hard for everybody.
That's true. I told everybody pretty much like the best thing during this time is if you're an artist is to make sure that you get your social media together, make sure you get your numbers up, make sure you promote yourself and get yourself out there because when everything get back to normal, the first thing the promoters say is how's your social media, how's your following, what you got going on, and what did you do during the pandemic, and it's really sad because I interview so many people on this platform and they got thousands of views on YouTube, but didn't know, hey, that you need subscribers, or didn't know what an EPK is, or didn't know the registered on BMI. That is know their song is on the radio. So people need to like, if they call themselves an artist, like pretty much do the research in the beginning to get everything together. So when everything does get back to normal, everything will
Right.
be free. It's
That's
just
right. That's right. And that's very important, man. And I'm so glad that, my father, man, when we was, going back to, when I was, a teenager, and a little boy, uh, my father was, he was a professional quartet gospel singer and he wrote his own music. So, he kind of shared with me early in the game how to, you know, do your BMI, your ASCAP, and stuff like that. And I thank God because there's a lot of quartet guys, they was illiterate back then. We talking about the early '90s, late '80s. You know what I'm saying? They was illiterate, so I was just blessed to have my father who was up on game to what I'm saying, instill in me to get your paperwork right. When you're doing, because this music it's a business. He taught me that is only like 20% of just singing. The rest of it is business. So and I think that's what's been holding the Southern soul market down. Is because we have lack of knowledge of some things, and I'm glad that we have people like you, ma'am, in the industry, trying to let everybody know what's really going on.
that's definitely true because I have a record label with distribution through Sony and Universal, and I have a PR company that represents celebrity chef Robert Stu, and that represents So Law, the one that was married to Neffy. So we have a lot of people in the industry that I represent, and I always try to like help the artists because there's so many artists out here like that's real talented that don't really get a shot, or just because they don't have a big budget like the other artists, people kind of pass them by. So that's pretty much why I started my PR company to help everybody, because if they want to get on World Star, or if they want to get on the blog and they only have a low budget, I'm willing to help everybody, because you have to start from somewhere, and it's the little stuff that counts. Like when they get bigger, they'll tell people, well, this person helped me when I started out, and stuff like that. There's so many people now that don't want to help people if they don't have a budget. But in these times right here, it's the time where everybody need to pull together and help everybody. um the pandemic definitely has helped me a lot, as far as me like with social media, because I actually acted. I always been in the industry, but I always been behind the scenes. So I actually participated in my first web series a couple of weeks ago, and actually doing the PR for a web series that's going to be on Netflix. And it was real interesting and challenging, but at the same time, it's like my Instagram went viral from 15K to 34K in like a week and a half. And I'm like, wow, like everybody and their mama, sending messages. So it was really interesting. So, by me sitting at home, I'm able to do more interviews and, help more people and get their message out there. So, you know, um, what does it mean to you to be real every day and deliver to everyone that you network with?
Well, I feel like God got a purpose and calling on my life for the music industry, and that is to be able to help people that's got talent that may not what I'm saying, have understanding or the finances to do it. And we're also tied to Sony, and we are at the table with Universal right now too, as well. So it's like I promised the Lord that if He opened doors for me, man, I would give back to what He called me to do. So it's like I try to make everybody that I deal with know that my word is bond. If I tell you something, I try to do it. Not all times, things happen the way we want it, but I try to have my heart set on, trying to help people that need it, in the industry, just like yourself.
That's what's up. Definitely glad to be around, and definitely glad to be a part of it. Once again, this is my special guest, King Russell. If Thank you for being on Bread Magazine. When the link become available, I'll make sure you get it. This will be on Bread TV, which is on Roku, and Smile World TV, that's on Roku and YouTube as well. Tell everybody how they can reach you on social media and how they can get in touch with you.
Well, you can go, you can look me up. It's Michael Russell on Facebook and also on Instagram. We pretty much I got a new single called "Come On Girl." You can check that out on all digital platforms. You can look us up, on all platforms, places like that. We're starting good. Everything is going well. We're good producers that with Kyle from Jagged Edge. So things are just happening. I just did a track with Jeter Jones, so y'all be on the lookout for that too. So, like I said, we just thankful, man, to be able to be on your show today, and and we look forward to meeting you November the 28th in Meridian, Mississippi, at the Temple Theater, uh,
I'll,
the
I will
Underground Award Show.
be there. I'm ready. I'm coming. Actually, flying in. I think on the 27th. Well, that Friday. So yeah, I'm coming. So I'm ready. At first I was scared. I was like, oh Lord, they be hanging people down in Mississippi. Ain't going down there. And just like I was picking on Drevo, I told him because he's from Bermuda. I was like, "Oh no, they said you go to the Bermuda Triangle, you don't never come out." He like, "That's a myth." I'm like, "No, it ain't." So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was,
it's cool, man. Everybody, have a lot of love. A lot of that, foolishness that they used to have back here. It's done changed, man. God is working, so we welcome you, man. You're gonna have a good time down here. I
I'm
promise.
ready, and I get to see Theo. He's actually in my web series, and he was in Chicago, and it was real cool to meet him, and that's actually how I knew Rosalind through Theo. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you
Yes,
for the
ma'am.
interview, and hope to talk to you soon. And I'll be linking up with you.
Okay. Well, we're honored to be on your show, and like I say, y'all remember to look us up. November the 28th in Meridian, Mississippi, the Underground Southern Soul Award Show, man. Y'all don't want to miss it, man. Get your tickets, and I will see you there, man.
All right. Have a good day.